Hello everyone, I've just received a parcel containing some Beatles records. It's actually not the parcel I was expecting today, but it's here and there's a couple of interesting ones in there, so I thought you might like to see them. I'm going to unpack them in a second. Hello to Nathan D, who's suggested that I film in landscape, which I'm going to try doing, so fingers crossed that gives you a better view of the records that I'm showing you. And hello in particular also to Don of the Black and White Band. There's a couple here that you might be interested in, pal, so if that's the case then let me know. There's two that are more interesting than the other three. I've got five to show you, so there's three of them that I'm going to dance across a little bit before I get to what I suppose is the main event. As far as eBay tactics are concerned, I sort of, someone had advertised these at a very good starting price. I made an offer which was a bit above the starting price. It's still a little bit lowball. Came back at me with a counter offer which was way out of my league, and so I just placed a bid which was, I think, what I had offered in the first place, and as it turns out that I got them for actually slightly cheaper than what I had offered in the first place, so that's interesting. Without further ado, sometimes I do that actually. When I make an offer and it doesn't get accepted, I often just place that as a bid and then I just sort of forget about it. And 9 times out of 10 I don't get the item, but 1 in 10 times that I do, and I had, like I said, more or less forgotten about these lot by the time I won them on Saturday, so fingers crossed they'll be worth a look. Okay, I'll just set my camera up. Okay, so let's see what I'm getting into. Quite nicely packaged. It was a very nondescript listing as far as the actual details were concerned, but from the pictures they all look like they're pretty decent. So you can already probably see the first one. Okay, so let's just get those out of the way for a sec. Okay, so here we have a stereo copy of Beatles for Sale. So from the sleeve, this bodes rather well. It looks like it's in really nice condition. It's got the original inner, I expect. I'm not going to dwell on this one because it's a 70s copy, but look at that. As far as it goes, it's a very nice 70s copy. That's barely been played at all, if ever. Okay. Not worth a fortune, but nice and collectible nonetheless. And I'm sure there's someone out there that would like that in their collection. Okay, so this is Help. Once again, the sleeve is in really nice condition, however, needs a dab of glue along there. Hopefully this will be just as nice as the previous one. And I would say it is. Really nice. You can tell that's really not seen all that much action at all. Probably not worth all that much more than 12, 13 or 14 quid, but nice nonetheless, and I'm sure there's someone out there that will like it. And the last of the ones that I'm going to dance over a little bit is a collection of Beatles oldies. It doesn't seem to be focusing. There we go. It's a Fame copy. And once again, it's an absolute minter. Okay, so that's nice enough. So all collectible, but certainly not. None of those are worth a fortune. Now, this is the main event. So, if these final two records are anything like in as good a condition as the other three, then I'm onto a winner. Has it got the original inner? I don't know. Yes, yes it has. Look at that. Wonderful. That'll need a little bit of patching up, but that's okay. Brilliant. Let's take a look. So this is a UK mono copy of A Hard Day's Night, and it's in pretty good nick. It's slightly dull. It is slightly dull. It needs a clean, but it's been generally well looked after, and I wouldn't say that that's been played a whole lot. So we've got matrix number XEX4813N on side A and 4823N on side B. There's some very light marks and signs of use, but generally that's a really nice copy, especially together with the inner sleeve and what is essentially pretty decent outer sleeve too. Might take a white eraser to the back panel there just to brighten it up a little bit, but really it's pretty good. So that's a Garrett and Lofthouse sleeve, if you're wondering. Yep, quite a nice one that. Not a minter, but pretty decent nonetheless. And last but not least, we have a UK mono copy of Help. Once again, the sleeve is in nice condition. Garrett and Lofthouse sleeve. I think, I might be wrong here, but I think all of these ones were Garrett and Lofthouse. Nice pinched spine on this one. Has it got the original inner sleeve? Let's take a look. And it has. Wonderful. Brilliant. Okay, that one is completely intact, so that's really nice. So there is side A. Very similar condition-wise to A Hard Day's Night, in that it's quite dull. It desperately needs a good clean, but it's in nice condition. And there is side B. Some spindle marks there. That's been basically very nicely looked after. We've got matrix XEX5492 on side A and 552 on side B. Yep, so that's the first UK mono pressing of Help. It's got a KT, nice bold KT tax code stamped on that. Okay, so I think that's been a bit of a win. I'm not about to pay the mortgage off selling those lot, but I got them for a good price, and so I'm happy. It's a lonely, rainy afternoon, so give me something to do, giving them a spin, checking them, but I think they should all play through quite nicely before I list them on eBay. Like I say, Don, if you're out there and you want either of those, then give me a shout. I won't want the earth for them. Okay, so that concludes another video. I will have another one for you very shortly. I'm expecting 2 more parcels containing a couple of really cool, rare Beatles records. So I'll look forward to showing you those. And in the meantime, if you did enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Cheers, everybody. Goodbye.